Yo, what's happening? Back with another one. So today, what's on my mind is I want to talk about having a season with God. A season with God. You know, seasons is part of life. You know, we got 4 seasons: winter, summer, spring, fall, and it's just a natural part of life. You know what I mean? It's nature. We can't do nothing about it. We can't stop it. It's how God set it up. It's nature. You know what I mean? So there comes a time in your life, in your walk with God, if you're even walking with God, there comes a time where you have to have a season with God, just you and Him. And I think this is where many people get stuck, or where they pump the brakes, or where they draw the line with God. Like, all right, God, I only want to believe you this much. I only want to trust you this much. I don't want you into this part of my life. You know what I mean? I only want to give you 35% of me. I only want to give you 60% of me. You know what I mean? People, they do this in relationships with God. And we do it in relationships with people too. But God will show you yourself. You know what I mean? He will show you yourself. See, God is a spirit. He's a spirit. He's not black, white. He's not a certain color. He's not flesh. God is a spirit. And we are spirits. We're just covered in flesh. You know what I mean? Many people don't even realize that. They don't even realize that we are spirits walking this earth, but God gave us a body to live in. You know what I mean? He gave each of us our own bodies to operate in this 3D realm, this flesh realm. You know what I mean? But the spirit world is where reality is. The spirit world is what created this world. You know what I mean? Spirit realm gonna always be there. But this 3D physical realm is not gonna always be here. God gonna wipe it out and make another one eventually. You know what I mean? Same way He did this one. It's here for temporary. It's here for our spirits to be tried and tested. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. We're only here for 60, 70, 80, 100 years. And then we're out of here. It's temporary. But our spirits are eternal. So you got to have a season with God to where He shows you who you truly are. He shows you who He is. It's a revelation that comes from that wilderness season with God. That's what it is, the wilderness. You got to go through the wilderness with God. You got to go off in the woods. You got to go be by yourself, just you and God. All the great prophets did this. Abraham, you know what I mean? God separated him. Moses? Moses went off. Dang. Moses went off by himself with God. You know, Paul had a season with just him and God after he got the revelation. The disciples was walking with Christ. They had to leave their people, leave their family. You know what I mean? And this is where many people draw the line. Even Jesus. Check this. Even Jesus. Jesus had to leave heaven, come down to earth, and trust the Spirit of God to guide him and bring him back home, back to heaven. You know what I mean? Jesus had to go off by himself, come down to earth, be born of a virgin, live amongst sinful men, you know what I mean, who he knew was going to kill him. I ain't going to say they killed him. He laid down his life. You know what I mean? He laid down his life so that he may take it up again. But he had to trust the Spirit of God through all that. Go be in hell buried for 3 days. You know what I mean? He had to trust the Spirit of God through all that. That's the wilderness. This earth is like the wilderness. We're separated from God physically, you know what I mean? But spiritually, he with us. We just can't see him in the flesh. We can't see him like we want to. But he's here. But at the same time, it's a process of trusting the Spirit of God. That's what it's all about. Walking by faith and not by sight. That's what that means. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. You know what I mean? You got to believe that God is, and that he's a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. You have to seek God. You got to seek the Spirit of Christ. You got to keep following it. Bro. All these weird bugs, bro. It's not a it's not a one-time thing. Bro. Anyway. It's not a some weird bug in here, man. As soon as I try to do a video. Anyway, it's not a one-time thing of just, oh, I believe God and now I'm good. I mean, you good, he got you. But if you want more of God, you really want to follow God, you got to follow him for real. Into places that's unknown. Places that you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Dangerous circumstances. It get like that with God, for real. Because he got to show you his power. God is powerful. He going to show you his power. Why would God have resurrection power and you not be dead for him to resurrect you and show you? You know what I mean? Like, why would he have healing power and you not be sick so he can heal? You know what I mean? Why would he have the power to open the eyes of the blind, but nobody's blind? Like, what's the point? What's the point? You feel me? Like, what's the point? Why would God be light in a dark place if there was no darkness? There was no need for the light. You know what I mean? This is what we have to continue to follow and trust God. Many people draw the line and they don't want to go that far with God. If your mama tell you go left and God tell you go right, which way you gonna go? I feel like 95% of the people gonna do what their mama said. I feel like they're gonna go left with their mama, with their daddy, with their cousins, uncle, with their family. You know what I mean? It's really family, bro. Like, people scared to separate from their own family. They scared to be by themselves, man. They scared to have their own mind and think for themselves. Like, if my whole family is going left, but God is pulling my spirit to the right, I'm finna go right. I don't give a damn what they doing. Like, God telling me to go right. All y'all go left and see what happened to y'all. I'm finna go right and see what happened to me. Cause I trust God that much. You feel me? I don't care, bro. Like, I'm finna go right. As far right as I can go. But see, that comes with persecution. That comes with them talking about you. That comes with them making fun of you. It comes with them calling you crazy, saying you following the devil, you don't know God. You know what I mean? It comes with all that. And that be the part people don't want to endure. They don't want to suffer through that. They don't want to suffer through that. That be the part that keep people back. That be the part that keep people playing it cool, just being silent, want to have a silent relationship with God, a secret relationship with God, but then still go left with your family. Like, nah, bro, it don't work like that. Or go left with whoever, you know what I mean? Go left with the world, like whatever. You put whatever in that spot. If God is pulling you to the right, it takes faith to go right with God, because you really don't know what you're getting into. You really don't know what you're getting into. But you gotta trust that God's not gonna lead you to destruction. You know what I mean? You gotta trust that He leading you to a place that's gonna prosper you. It's gonna better you. Yeah, man. A season with God. Got to have that season with God. That's why many people can't progress in their relationship with God, because they don't even want to go through that season. That's a necessary season. Like, you can't skip that. God deals with you in levels. You know what I mean? You finish one assignment, one level, He take you to the next level. You finish this step, He take you to the next step. But it's process, because he's working on you the whole time. He's molding you and building you through all that stuff. You know what I mean? If I ask God for $1 million, check this. If I ask God for $1 million, it don't mean that He won't give me the $1 million. He might go ahead and say, yes, I'll give you $1 million. You're a millionaire. You're a millionaire in spirit. But first, before I give you that $1 million, I got to test you. I got to test you to make sure you can handle that $1 million. I got to test you to make sure you ain't going to blow the $1 million on drugs, money, and sex. You know what I mean? On drugs, sex, and cars and women. You know what I mean? How I know you ain't going to buy $1 million worth of guns and go shoot up something? You know what I mean? Like, God got to test you, take you through trials and tribulations to make, because it's about maturity. He want to make sure you can handle that and still represent Him. He gonna give you $1 million, and that $1 million gonna destroy you. You know what I mean? So He gonna test you with $100. God gonna test you with $100. If you got $100 and He say, go buy that person something to eat. Go buy this homeless person something to eat, and you don't even want to do that. Why He want to give you $1 million? Why would He give you $1 million if He giving you 100 and you can't even do it with the little 100? You know what I mean? You can't even do right with the little 100. So, bruh, make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. And when you pass that test with the 100, it'll bump you up to 1,000. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna give you $1,000. Go spend 200 on this. You know what I mean? Go do this with this 1,000, and I'm gonna give it back to you. Cause it's like, you know, when you do something for God, you know He gonna pay you back. It might not come in the way you think it's supposed to come, but God is faithful, man. So after you pass that test with the 1,000, He gonna give you 10,000. You know what I mean? Tell you, try you on a test with the 10,000. You pass that, you up to 100,000. You see what I'm saying? You pass the test with 100,000, He give you 500,000. You feel me? But you gotta be faithful, cause remember who the one giving it to you. Remember who you asked for it in the first place. Remember who you asked for it in the first place. See, there's a God of this world too, Satan. Satan is the God of the physical world. He can give you $1 million, but he gonna control what you do with that $1 million. Satan he gonna make sure you destroy yourself with that $1 million. He gonna make sure you destroy others with that $1 million. Satan might let you make $1 million off drug money. You feel me? He'll let you make $1 million off stealing cars, off scamming people. You see what I'm saying? God ain't gonna do that. God gonna let you do it the right way and make legit money that's actually helping people. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. And it takes patience. God may take a little longer. That's why people go to Satan, because he'll give it to you quicker. But it's gonna destroy you. Satan ain't your friend. He is not your friend. Satan is cursed. And so everything he touch and do is cursed. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta pick a side, man. Pick a side, man. So you gonna go through that rough season, that wilderness, trust God? Or shoot, I mean, or not. Shoot, the choice is yours. The choice is yours, man. Many people already chose a side. See, their spirit has already chosen which God they gonna deal with. You know what I mean? Their spirit has already chosen, oh, I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go the left-hand path. You feel me? I'm not going righteous. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going the left-hand path. People's spirit has already chosen. And God let them do that. You know what I mean? Do what they want to do. It's free will. I choose to go right because God chose me to go right. I was going left, but I was just lost in the left. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I didn't set my heart on going left. I never set my heart on just going left and staying left no matter what. You know what I mean? I never went against God. I might have been lost, but I never went like head on against God. Like, nah, bro. So when he recruited me, I got with it. You know what I mean? It was no problem. I needed it anyway. But yeah, so going through that season with God, it's gonna cost you something. It's gonna cost you your old self. It's gonna cost you your old reputation. It's gonna cost you old friendships, old relationships that's attached to the old version of you. You know what I mean? Because when you go through that new season, you're gonna come out a new person. You're gonna come out a new creature. Because you've been through new experiences with God. And that's gonna change you. It's gonna change you from the inside out. It's gonna change you. You're gonna talk different, walk different, speak different. You're gonna do different things. You know what I mean? You're gonna move different. You're not gonna be the same person that you were before you went into the wilderness with God. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's what's on my mind. That season with God. Go through that season with God. Don't be scared. If God pulling you and he calling you to a season, he calling you higher, you gotta agree with it. You gotta agree in your heart and in your spirit and your mind. Yes, you gotta tell God yes. That's what I did when God came to me. He showed me certain things in a vision. Like I was up, I wouldn't sleep, I was wide awake. And I seen a vision flash before my eyes. You know what I mean? It's like my whole life flashed before my eyes real quick. Like you see in the movies, go like the pictures go like cross real fast. I seen it like that. I couldn't even keep up with it. But it was a vision, you know what I mean? And I said yes. I agreed with it. I don't even know what the whole thing was, you know what I mean? Because it went so fast. But I knew it was a vision from God showing me what he was going to do with me. I don't supposed to know every detail, you know what I mean? That's the faith part of it. I just know that God has an expected end for me, you know what I mean? I know that the end going to be greater than the beginning, you know what I mean? Even though he showed me the end from the beginning. I don't know the end, but I know it's going to be great. You feel me? But you got to agree with God. When God comes to you, don't reject it. When he comes to you in your sleep, in your dreams, or whatever, wherever, however he chooses to meet you and show up, you know what I mean? Don't run from it. Don't reject him. You know what I mean? Don't reject the Holy Spirit. Don't reject God. Because you ain't got nowhere else to go. Ain't nowhere else to go but to Satan. It's only God and Satan. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing else out here. So yeah, man. That's it, man. Choose God, choose wisely. You know what I mean? Life and death is the only choices. So choose wisely, man. I'm out, man. Y'all be blessed. Peace.